What is going on, guys? Papa C back from the video for you guys, and today I'm bringing you another Pokemon Sun and Moon set guide video. This time we're looking at the Pokemon Mimikyu, one of the more interesting Pokemon to come out of this generation. Now, before we get too far into this, if you guys could leave a like on the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Not get too much into this, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this already, but basically YouTube's acting all weird, and leaving likes on videos help a lot more than it did in the past. So whether it's me or any other YouTuber you like, if you want to support them, leave a like. It goes a long way, especially now. So taking a look at Mimikyu here, only gets one ability, but it is one of the most interesting abilities in my opinion. If this Pokemon is a Mimikyu, it takes 0 damage the first time it is attacked in battle. That means you send Mimikyu out, you take a hit, no damage, nothing happens. If you switch out, however, it does not reset, meaning this is a once per battle ability. Also, something else interesting to note, it says if this Pokemon is a Mimikyu. That means if for whatever reason, if you have a Pokemon that copies Mimikyu's ability and it gets the Disguise ability, it will not work. So it's interesting how they worded that. Mimikyu also has some pretty interesting stats. Not the bulkiest Pokemon with 80 defense and 105 speed def. 105 speed def is actually pretty good. However, when you take into account the fact that you have Disguise and you're taking one hit for free, that kind of adds a little bit of pseudo bulk, if you know what I mean. 55 HP is kind of bad. 96 speed though is pretty good. 90 attack is very usable, especially when it gets some moves like Swords Dance, and I believe it gets bulk up too. Does it not get bulk up? It does get bulk up, so you have some options for sure. Now, one thing about Mimikyu that's different, let's go on to the first set here. One thing about Mimikyu, or wrong set, let's go to this set. One thing about Mimikyu that I kind of like is, since you have the Disguise ability, you kind of get a free first attack, if you will. And what that means is, if you have Mimikyu out and your opponent has any other Pokemon, whatever move you go for, you're not taking any damage. They can't do anything to you. You're free to go for a sub. You're free to go for an SD. Mimikyu is one of the few Pokemon that I actually think going for a first turn SD isn't that bad, because it is quite literally a free SD. You have 90 attack, which is pretty good, especially Adamant at 279. Just fire off Shadow Sneaks, fire off Play Rough. Your last attack doesn't really matter. I want to give a shout out to SG yet again, because he actually gave me this particular set. He put Leech Life on it. The last move doesn't really matter too much. You can put other moves. You can put Shadow Claw if you want for a stronger Ghost type attack that isn't priority and stuff like that. This is probably my favorite set. I have used this set on Showdown. And I have had a lot of fun with this set. This set is so funny, especially now that the game is young. Not a lot of people really know how to handle Mimikyu, and there has been a player or two who didn't really realize what Mimikyu does, and they just tried to go for SDs against my Mimikyu when I had a Disguise up. As I went for my SDs, they attacked me, but I had Disguise, so that was actually pretty funny. This set, probably the best set in my opinion. My favorite set, I should say. Not the best set, my favorite set. Next set we have here, going backwards, if you will. It's very similar, just 4 attacks. You don't need to run SD. If you really want to run 4 attacks coverage, you can. Light Orb, Leftovers, doesn't really matter. Jolly or Adamant, whatever you prefer, it really depends. I like Jolly because at 96 speed, you outspeed Tapu Lele by 1 point, assuming it's not Choice Scarf, so Tapu Lele is a pretty big threat, so that's pretty good. Then on to the next set here, we have a sub bulk up set. I feel like a lot of these Pokemon, a lot of the new Pokemon, I always have a sub bulk up set, and Mimikyu is no different. Sub bulk up Leftovers with Disguise is so good. Max attack, max defense, Impish Nature, excuse me. You can take hits with this thing. This thing has a lot of bulk. Doesn't seem like it, but it has a lot of bulk. And then the last 2 attacks don't matter too much. I personally like running Shadow Sneak for that priority, and then Play Rough for stab. If you don't care about priority, you can run Shadow Claw. If you don't care about fairy type attacks, I guess you could run Shadow Sneak and Shadow Claw, but then you get completely walled by normal types. It's really up to you. Sub bulk up, I didn't get a chance to use this set, but this set in practice, or in theory, could be really good. I've had other people recommend this set to me, and I see why. So next set we have here is this. Okay, this is a cancer set. I'm just gonna come out and say this. This isn't a competitive set, so to say. This set is just a troll set. This set SG gave me. It is such a funny set that I had to include it in this video. We got the Mimikyu, Leftovers with the Disguise ability, of course. Protect, Destiny Bond, Sub, and Toxic. No offensive moves. Destiny Bond is a bit different in this gen. The way it works now is the opponent is knocked out, if the opponent knocked out, the user also faints. The way it works now is you can't just spam Destiny Bond. You can't just keep going for it like you could in previous gens. This set is cancer. Just go for Sub, go for Toxic, go for Destiny Bond. They can't really touch you too much because you got Disguise, you got Subs, you got Protects, you got Leftovers, you got Toxic, just whittling them down. Very funny set. Max speed timid, so you can outspeed a lot of things. Get that free, not that free sub, but get that fast sub off, or that fast toxic if you so want it. Very interesting set. And then the last set, this isn't actually a set, it's just like a bunch of random attacks. Mimikyu gets some pretty interesting utility. You got Taunt, you got Will-O-Wisp, you got Light Screen, you got Thunder Wave. There's a lot of things you can do with this Pokemon. This Pokemon, I think, will be pretty good when it comes to a standard Pokemon metagame. I see it being like BL2-ish, maybe high RU, maybe low UU, somewhere in there. I don't think it'll be OU. In terms of VGC, I think this will be one of those Pokemon, kind of like, I don't really know what to relate it to from 6th Gen, but I feel like this is a Pokemon you will see every now and again on the top teams. Like, maybe out of every 3 tournaments, there'll be 4 teams that have Mimikyu in the top 8 or something like that. I feel like it'll be one of those Pokemon that's a lot of viability, especially in VGC. In terms of a league format, I honestly don't really know. It is a fairy type, but at the same time, in a league format, I feel like it'll suffer from just being too predictable. If you can, actually, I can't really say it's be too predictable. I just don't really know how this will be in a league format because it's such a weird and unique Pokemon. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. Your support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. If you guys have any specific set you want me to use, leave a comment down below. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.